Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, part of our Diwali series, we're going to be making a popular savory snack. We're going to be making some potato samoosas. Somebody messaged me and requested me to show them how to make some potato samoosas. So I'm cheating a little bit. I'm using store-bought pastry strips today, but you could make your own if you like. But I will show you in another video how to make samoosa strips. It is one of the first things I did learn to make with my mom, but it is a bit complicated and it takes a long time with a lot of burns and frustrations, so it's easier to buy your strips. So let's start making samosas. So these are the ingredients we will be using today to make our potato samosas or aloo samosas. I've got dry jeera, that's whole jeera, some butter, sunflower cooking oil. I'm going to be using very little oil just so it can cook, because you don't want an oily samosa and it still has to fry. Then I've got ground jeera, tumeric, some food coloring, chili flakes, salt to taste. Then I've got 4 medium onions that I've grated, some thyme and green chilies. I'm not making this too hot because there will be some kids eating this. I will remove all the stems off this thyme. And then I've got about a half a bunch of fresh coriander, washed and cut fine. Then these are the strips I'm using today. They're usually in the frozen section of the store, spice store or your supermarket. And I've cut 4 large potatoes and I've cut them fairly small because we want them to cook quickly and we need them to fall into the samosa and they need to be compact, so they are still going to melt in. So what we're actually going to do is boil our potatoes just to speed up the cooking process. So to a medium pan, I've got some water and 4 large potatoes that's cut quite finely. I'm just going to be adding a little bit of fine salt, not too much, and then some turmeric for color. I'm going to give this a mix and allow this to cook. It should take about 10 minutes. So our potatoes are now cooked. I just drained the water and set aside. I've got a large cast iron skillet, my flame on high, and I'm just going to be adding the butter. And very little cooking oil, not too much, we don't want this greasy. I'm just going to allow the oil to heat up. So our oil and butter is now ready. Just going to be adding our jeera. Just going to give this a little toss. And our thyme and green chili. Gonna let this cook for 2 minutes and let all those flavors infuse. Just before we fill our samosas, I will remove the stems of the thyme. So now we're ready to add our onion. Give this a mix. I'm going to be adding a little bit of salt at this point. Just mixing that. And we're going to let this cook for about 5 minutes. So our onions is cooked nicely. lightly brown, and we're ready to add the potatoes. This won't take long to cook because it's already pre-cooked. Just going to be adding some jeera, some food colouring for a little bit colour, some chili flakes. You could add more spice if you want, but some kids will be eating this so they can't handle spicy foods. And just a little bit of salt, since we've already added salt in our potatoes. Just going to give this a mix. So I'm also going to be adding our coriander at this stage, so we can infuse all these flavors. Giving this a mix. And you need the mixture to be fairly dry. You don't need or want an oily or watery mixture, then your pastry will get a bit soggy. So I'm going to let this cook for 5 minutes. So our filling's now cooked. I'm going to switch the heat off and we're going to allow this to cool. So in the meanwhile I will pull out all that thyme stems and let this cool now, and then we're ready to fold. So our curry is nice and cool now for filling. Got our strips ready, and then I made some pastry glue with some cake flour and water. So just make an easy dough just so you can glue it on and the pastry does not open when being cooked. So I am going to fold the first few very slow because I've been told that I'm doing this too fast and the beginners don't have a clue. So I'm filling a heaped teaspoon in here, just folding a triangle and a little bit of glue just to stick. And this is what it looks like. I'm going to do this again slowly, taking the one corner, joining the other, turn over to form a little pocket, then some of our filling will stay in there. Just going to fold this again from corner to corner and then some glue. It's quite simple. Folding, and a fold, and that's how we do it. Fold again, fold. Just going to put a little bit more in there, and that's what it looks like. These can be made ahead, frozen or kept in the fridge. They make a lovely snack, starters. So we're folding. So I've done quite a few. So I'm doing this special slow folding technique for my sister, who's very dear to me, and she wants to see me do it slowly. So this is for her. Enjoy sus. Fold. So I am going to continue with the rest of them now, just folding until all our fillings done. So our filling's now finished. These are the samosas ready to pack away, and I've got some extra pastry which you can freeze if you want, but I'm just going to wrap it in foil and keep it in the fridge, and I'm going to make some sweet corn and cheese samosas tomorrow. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share and subscribe, and until our next video, take care. Bye.